Alhamdulillah, today we celebrate 23 years of this democratic dispensation. Alhamdulillah, democracy, as we all know, is the government of the people, by the people, for the people. Let me call on our youth also. They should not allow themselves to be used by anybody to cause violence in this country.
Democracy is a test for those who are ruling the country. Democracy is a test for the imams, whether they be speaking the truth or not. Our fathers were complaining of the British colonization. Now we were given democracy, that we are now free to be ruling ourselves. And I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, up till now, we are still managing ourselves, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will continue to raise us up and keep us.
So the issue of living as Muslims in a multi-religious society, that has been the norm in Islamic history. That's where Muslims actually want to go and educate, not to move in the opposite direction where you do not open your borders, learn about people. How did the West learn about universities? 60 Christians who came and lived in the mosque of the Prophet ﷺ for a period of 3 days and 3 nights. That was how tolerant Medinan society was. But it didn't stop there. The Christians wanted to pray their own Christian service when the time came. And according to Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah in his Ahkam al-Ahl al-Dhimma, there was a debate among the Muslims. If the Christians wanted to pray, let them go and pray somewhere else. Some said, why can't they pray in the mosque? And the discussion was taken to the Prophet ﷺ, and the Prophet said, leave them, let them pray, and they prayed in the mosque of the Prophet ﷺ. That is how tolerant, respectful the city of Medina was while the Prophet was there. If a Christian church, God forbid, is to get burnt in your neighborhood, how many of us would say, while you are doing your reconstruction, on Sunday morning when we are not using our mosque, you can use our mosque? How many will practice Islam and be as tolerant as the Prophet ﷺ? Some of us have gotten so used to anger and bitterness that we will find a justification not to follow the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And so when we look at Nigeria as Darul Ahad, please let us be careful about going to pick lessons and what did Al-Mawardi say about the qualifications of an imam, and we copy and we paste that into Nigeria. And then you say, we will not vote a non-Muslim. We will not vote a woman. Why? If you do that, what you are doing is taking a prescription for malaria and insisting it should be given to everybody who has a fever, even if it is typhoid. We have to look at the context, because if you take a text without context, that is pretext. You are abusing the interpretation of a text if you take it out of its context. Because that's not what the scholar was talking about, but you are using the name of the scholar to apply what he said to something that that scholar was not talking about.